Don't see the mercy killing. 32 points. That was like the fucking, they said it during the broadcast, the Mother's Day Massacre. I mean, this was a fucking mercy killing. This was bad. I mean, like, I expected the Knicks to be gassed, but not this gassed. I mean, we had 69 points at halftime. I mean, I've never in all my years of watching basketball. Now, I have been watching basketball since I was like 4 years old, okay? Since I was old enough to sit on my dad's lap and watch the fucking shit, okay? I have never seen a team give up in the fourth quarter with 10 minutes left and say, you know what? Y'all can have it. Y'all can have it. We're putting the fucking our third stringers in. You guys can have the game. This was fucking bad. I mean, like, this looks, at this point after this loss, the Knicks look defeated. I'm not gonna lie, okay? Like, this was a humbling experience for everybody on the Knicks. Mostly Dante DiVincenzo, because this dude's been running his mouth all fucking season, or all series, and I mean, the Knicks shot 34% from the field, 19% from three. They took 37 three-pointers and only made 7 of them. I mean, the refs couldn't even hand them the fucking game from the free throw line. They shot 31 free throws and we shot 8, and they still couldn't fucking win. I mean, this was bad. You know it's a bad day when Alec Burks is the best player that showed up for you on the fucking Knicks, okay? If we go to the stats, I mean, my parlay fucking missed, but I don't care. We fucking dominated these boys. I mean, on the Knicks, Precious Achiuwa had 8 and 6, 4 of 7. He was alright. He played 24 minutes. Josh Hart, 2 points, 1 of 6 on the field, 0 of 2 from 3. Okay, Isaiah Hartenstein, 4 points, 5 rebounds. Jalen Brunson had 18 points on 17 shots. He shot 6 of 17 from the field, 0 of 5 from 3. DiVincenzo, 3 of 13 from the field, 1 of 6 from 3, 7 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. Miles McBride and Alec Burks were the best players for the Knicks today. I mean, Miles McBride even shot 6 of 17 from the field, 3 of 11 from 3, and he got a lot of his points in the fourth quarter. I mean, I knew it was over when Thibs decided he was just gonna sit all of his fucking starters. That I don't think has happened all fucking season. But the Pacers had multiple guys in double digits. Pascal Siakam had 14 and 4. Aaron Nesmith had 8 points and 12 rebounds. Aaron Nesmith got on the fucking boards, y'all. I mean, Aaron Nesmith, double-digit rebounds, I fuck with it. He shot 0 of 4 from 3, but made up for it in the rebounding category. Miles Turner, 13 points, 5 rebounds, 5 of 5 from the field, 3 of 3 from 3. Tyrese Halliburton had 20 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 8 of 15 from the field, 4 of 10 from 3. Andrew Nembhard had 9 points, 5 assists, 4 of 5 from the field. TJ McConnell was a pest once again, 15 and 10, 6 of 12 from the field, 2 of 2 from 3. I mean, Isaiah Jackson had 10 and 6. Obi Toppin did his thing, 14 points, 1 rebound, 2. I mean, even Jalen Smith had 7 points. Jalen Smith saw minutes in this game, and he had 7 points and didn't miss a single shot. I mean, if you look at the matchup, I mean, the Pacers shot 57% from the field, 45% from 3, and 88% from the free throw line on 7 of 8 free throws. I mean, for once we out-rebounded them. I mean, we had 52 rebounds to their 43. They still got more offensive rebounds than us, but we had 31 assists compared to their 18, 7 blocks compared to their 2. I mean, we actually had more turnovers than they did, and I mean, we had 60 points in the paint compared to their 40. We had 22 fast break points, they had 5. Our biggest lead was 43 points, their biggest lead was 2, and that was like the first point of the fucking game. That's absolutely wild. We had 25 personal fouls called against us, they had 12. I mean, this was a fucking disaster. If you're a Knicks fan right now, okay, I'd be very worried. I would be very worried because this team looked defeated. Even sitting on the bench, like, they weren't talking, they weren't saying nothing. And I've been saying it. I've been saying it all throughout this entire series. At some point, okay, the fatigue is going to catch up with the starters, and this was the game. Now they got to go back to Madison Square Garden on Tuesday. Now, I will say this, the Pacers are 1-4 on the road, and we're 4-0 at home, but this was fucking bad. I mean, they have to play better. The Knicks have to play better than this at home on Tuesday. And on Tuesday, I'll actually be, I think on Tuesday, me and a couple of the guys I work with, me, the other Pacers fan, and 2 other Knicks fans, and one of the administrators, I think we're going to go to a local bar and watch the game on Tuesday. But it's 2 of the guys, one of the guys I have a bet with, but this seemed like it was demoralizing. I mean, like, this was the pick-me-up game that the Pacers needed and the ass-kicking game the Knicks needed, because I think the Knicks needed to be brought in a little bit. Jalen Brunson looked horrible in this game. I mean, horrible. I mean, heavy legs. He was missing layups. He was 0 of 5 from 3. I mean, this was a bad game all around for the Knicks. I mean, like, nobody showed up for them. And that's what happens. I mean, like, a lot of people were asking, like, you know, is this fatigue or are they just having an off night? No, this is a direct result of you being run off the fucking court. When you play against the Pacers, you're going to run. And it just became very obvious that this was a game where the Knicks simply couldn't play defense and try to play fast break offense with the Pacers. They just simply couldn't do it. And this was the first game I'd seen in the entire series where I'm like, you know what? The Knicks looked gassed. They looked gassed the entire game. I mean, like, once we got, like, even at halftime, like, by the time halftime had come, they had looked gassed, like, they weren't interested in it. Like, they just... It's funny because Kendrick Perkins before the game was like, oh, the Knicks gonna win this one. I'm like, bro, like, Kendrick Perkins does not know ball. It's amazing to me for a guy who has played in the NBA as long as he did, averaging like fucking 2 points a game, how he can come out here and be like, I got the Knicks in this one, Malika. I mean, like, every fucking time that Kendrick Perkins opens his mouth about a team, for whatever reason, they just get their ass kicked. I mean, he officially took the Charles Barkley curse from Charles Barkley and and made it his own. Congratulations to Kendrick Perkins. I mean, this was an embarrassment. I'm gonna call it what it is. This was an embarrassment. This was very, very bad for the Knicks. I'm gonna be honest, like, I don't watch a lot of games and think like this is a pivotal change in the series, but to me, this wasn't just a win, it was a demoralizing win for the Pacers. I mean, this was fucking bad. This was bad. I was like debating not even watching the fourth quarter. I was like, yo, it was 40. I think we were ahead by 42 or 43 entering the fourth. Or no, we were ahead by 38. We had a 38-point lead entering the fourth quarter. There was still a whole another quarter of ball to be played. And you know what? Thibs, I think, woke up this game as well. I think he realized, like, wow, I have other players on my team. I have to play those guys? You telling me, you give me 12, 14 players, and I actually have to play, like, the other 6 of them? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just amazing to me how Tom Thibodeau has done this time and time again and doesn't realize, like, you can't play Josh Hart for 48 minutes, 2 games straight, and then expect him to just continue to be the same player the entire game. You know? He played Jalen Brunson the entire third quarter. I mean, how long do you think... And Jalen Brunson's playing hobbled, you know? This was... I would be very, very shocked if the Knicks even have practice tomorrow. And if they do have practice, then I'm hoping it's a half-speed practice. Because Tom Thibodeau has a history of, like, not only running his guys ragged in games, but running them ragged in practice as well. And you can't do that in the playoffs. Just saying, you like, yeah, you can work on some shit. You can make an adjustment here, a tweak here, but you can't come out here, run these boys ragged in practice, and then run them ragged in the fucking game, and then be like, whoa, why isn't my fucking 7-man rotation working? I mean, you don't have OG Anunoby either. I mean, and I know what the excuse is gonna be. Knicks fans are going to come out and be like, oh, well, Jalen Brunson was injured, and we don't have OG Anunoby, and we don't have Bojan Bogdanovic. And you're right. You don't. You are missing like half your fucking roster. You're missing Julius Randle. I get that. But at the same time, okay, the amount of minutes that Tom Thibodeau is playing his starters is the reason y'all got blown the fuck out in this game. And you know what? I feel like as a Pacers fan, we deserved this win. I feel like we deserved it because we got fucked out of game one. So, and as I've said time and time again, everybody universally agrees with that the Pacers got fucked out of game one except for Knicks fans. Knicks fans are the only ones who think we didn't get fucked. But you know what? They had it coming. You know, after the game one bullshit and Dante DiVincenzo just constantly running his mouth. I mean, Jalen Brunson had a magnificent flop in this game. But I feel like every game we get at least one... we get at least one flop. I don't know if it's going to be from DiVincenzo or Brunson. The next one's probably going to be from Josh Hart or something. But I've noticed that. Like, every game we get, like, one good flop or something. But you know what? I'm just glad we won. I'm excited for Tuesday. I feel like this game was a momentum changer for this entire series because let's keep it a buck with y'all. This was not the type of motivation you needed to give the Pacers if you're a Knicks fan. Your guys were already kind of gassed from the first 3 games, and you come into game 4 at, I get it. You're playing away, but this was a bad game to lose. This was a bad game to lose, especially the way that you lost it. So, all I know is them Knicks are tired. They're tired. And you know what? The Pacers, the difference between these two teams is this is what happens when you take the team that is number 1 in pace and play the team that is dead last in pace and make them run fucking ragged. Like, this is what happens when you play only your starters and make them play against the number 1 paced team in the NBA. I told you it was going to happen. I told you it was coming. I'm like, at some point, it's going to catch up to them. At some point. Today was that point. And unfortunately, and I'm going to go out on this. Unfortunately, at this point, once your players are this gassed that they can't even play the entire fourth quarter of game 4, it's not going to change throughout the rest of the season or the series. It's not going to change. Okay? Like, your players are fucking gassed. Their legs are fucking killing them. I mean, that's why everybody, even the analysts say you can't play players this much. And all I know is I can't wait to see Kendrick Perkins switch up the energy on us before game 5 on Tuesday. I can't wait. I can't wait for Perk to come out and say, the Indiana Pacers are just a better roster. I took the Knicks in this one, but I'm waiting for it. I'm fucking waiting for it. Because as soon as I saw Kendrick Perkins on ABC an hour before the game started go, I'm taking the Knicks. I'm like, bro, you obviously haven't been watching the fucking series. For a guy who played in the NBA, I mean, like, he should know that you cannot play guys this fucking long and in the first 3 games and expect them to come out in game 4 and just continue to do the same shit. Especially when that's not your team's identity. So, I don't know. I'm at a point now where I think the only way the Knicks beat the Pacers at this point is if they are able to control the pace of the game. I mean, they looked bad. They even looked bad on defense. The Knicks, who are known as a defensive team, were giving us wide open threes. I mean, wide open threes. I mean, fucking Aaron Nesmith and Tyrese Halliburton could have filed their fucking taxes on some of these 3-pointers. I mean, it was just, I have never seen them get that open in any game this entire series. So, I don't know, man. We'll see what Tuesday brings, but we ran them boys off the fucking court today. That was a mercy killing. Remember this day, okay? May 12th, 2024, okay? Mother's Day, this was the Mother's Day Massacre. So this will go down in Pacers Knicks history as the Mother's Day Massacre. So tell me what you guys think about this down below in the comment section below. Like helps me out. Subscribe if you guys want to see more on the Fast Break Report. And out of this motherfucker. Peace, guys.